overwhelming, not from the cheers of the crowd, but from the avalanche of takes, tweets, and clickbait headlines trailing Caitlin Clark's every move, every dribble, every glance, every whisper she makes is dissected and broadcast like gospel. But while the spotlight chases Clark with relentless obsession, there's a force burning just beyond its reach, a fire that's been quietly blazing for years. Kelsey Mitchell, the cornerstone, the heartbeat of this Indiana Fever squad. She's been here long before the lights, the hype, the hashtags. No massive marketing campaigns, no headline-grabbing college farewell tour. Just pure basketball, grit, loyalty, night in and night out. She's been the one. And now suddenly, she's being painted as the supporting cast, a footnote in a story she helped build. The disrespect doesn't sting, it enrages. Not because Clark is here, but because everyone seems to have forgotten who was here when the house was falling apart. The match that lit this powder keg didn't come during a game. It came through a screen. A smug comment from a respected media figure who's never been within shouting distance of the Fever locker room. Clark's going to have to carry this team, he said. Just like that, he erased everyone else. No mention of the veterans who've bled for this franchise. No recognition for Kelsey, who's been breaking her back for this team through losing seasons and broken rosters. One sentence that told the world everything it wanted to hear, and nothing it needed to know. The media devoured it, recycled it, sold it. Not one of them paused to ask what it felt like to be rendered invisible in your own house. Kelsey's name disappeared beneath a wave of stories designed to chase clicks, not truth. But don't mistake Kelsey's silence for bitterness. This isn't about envy. Kelsey doesn't resent Caitlin. She respects her. She sees the hustle. She knows the pressure. What she doesn't respect is the media circus twisting it all into a cage match between teammates. As if there can only be one woman worth the spotlight. As if supporting one means discrediting the other. The narratives poisoned the well, pitting them against each other before they've even had a chance to breathe as a unit. Clark's leadership under fire, the headlines scream, like she's been leading this squad for more than 5 minutes. They forget Kelsey's been the one dragging this team through the trenches, rallying when no one was watching, grinding when the wins were rare and the lights were dim. That kind of disrespect, it doesn't just misrepresent, it divides. And Kelsey's had enough. This year, Kelsey's rewriting the rules. No more nodding politely at pressers while her game gets buried beneath someone else's highlight. Every possession is now a message. Every defensive stop is a mic drop. Every deep three is a raised eyebrow at every commentator who pretended she didn't exist. She's playing like someone who's got something to prove, because apparently, the league needed a reminder. And Caitlin? She's starting to feel it too. She's realizing that this isn't a solo show, that the vets who've been through the fire, they're the ones setting the temperature now. Inside that locker room, this isn't some fractured story of jealousy and ego. It's a coalition, forged through battles, bound by the one thing they've both had to fight for: respect. See, legacy isn't always loud. Sometimes it's built when no one's paying attention. That's Kelsey Mitchell's truth. She's been the anchor through the losing streaks, the rebuilds, the exits, and the reboots. She didn't chase greener pastures. She stayed. She planted roots, gave this franchise everything when it had almost nothing to give back. And now, just because the spotlight finally found Indiana, they want to pretend she just got here? That she's riding someone else's wave? Nah. What's happening now? It's the payoff. It's the culmination of every sleepless night, every gut-wrenching loss, every ignored box score. This isn't new. This is overdue. But the real betrayal didn't come from the media alone. It came from the system. The league. The same one that claims to uplift women while playing them like pawns on a chessboard made of ratings and revenue. Every time they push the shiny new name over the established rock, they send a message. One that says loyalty isn't marketable. That building something the hard way doesn't trend. Kelsey's not out here asking for parades. She's asking for honesty, for balance, for a league that doesn't erase its foundations just to push the next big storyline. There's space for both of them. But right now, the system is trying to make one story by erasing another. And here's the part nobody's saying out loud. Caitlin Clark needs Kelsey Mitchell, needs her edge, her experience, her calm when the floor starts shaking. When the double teams hit, and the crowd turns and the pressure starts to crush, it won't be the media cameras that carry Clark through, it'll be Kelsey. Because she's been through that storm. She's worn the weight of a franchise on her, back when nobody cared if she crumbled. That kind of strength, that kind of grace under fire, it doesn't come from hype, it comes from hardship. And the fact that the world can't, or won't, see that's exactly why the league's still fighting to earn what it should already own, its respect. Maybe they thought Kelsey would just play her role, be the seasoned vet, smile for the media and stay in her lane. But they misunderstood. This isn't the old Kelsey. This is a woman who's been forced to swallow her pride too many times, and now she's spitting fire. She's sharper, louder, more dangerous than ever. She doesn't want their pity. She wants the ball. She's done trying to win their attention. She's here to take it. Every screen she slips, every cut she makes, every moment she outplays the narrative is a warning. This ain't your usual Cinderella story. This is a storm, and Kelsey Mitchell is the eye of it. Let the media keep spinning their fairy tales. Let the talking heads keep pretending they know what's really happening inside that locker room. Because the truth? It's being written in sweat, on the hardwood. It's not in headlines. It's in the way Kelsey pulls Caitlin aside during a timeout, in the way they fist bump after a tough possession, in the way this team is bonding through the chaos. There's no divide here. There's chemistry. There's understanding. There's power in this partnership. And the pundits can't stand it because they didn't see it coming. But by the time they figure it out, it'll be too late. This duo? They're not here to be picked apart. They're here to rewrite the entire playbook. And when the moment comes, when Kelsey Mitchell drains that dagger in the fourth and locks eyes with the camera not saying a word, everyone will understand. That silence? That's not her conceding. That's her claiming. That's her saying, I wash her before, I'll be here after. And this team? It's mine too. The media won't be able to spin that moment. They'll just have to sit in it. This was never about one player. It's always been about what they could be together. Kelsey's not stepping back. She's stepping forward. And those who tried to write her off, they're gonna need to rewrite everything. This isn't redemption. It's not a feel-good comeback tale. It's a reckoning. The Indiana Fever aren't just chasing wins, they're building a revolt. A team that's not interested in fitting into anyone's narrative. They're making their own. And when it all comes together, when the scoreboard reflects the fire they've been carrying, don't act shocked. Don't scramble for the soundbite. Just remember who called it. Remember who stood tall before the spotlight ever found its way to Indiana. Kelsey Mitchell didn't just defend her legacy, she sharpened it. And now she's taking back everything they tried to deny her. Piece by piece, shot by shot, game by game.